Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.
And good morning, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the hottest spot in town. Well, get this now, hold up, Katie, I'm gonna tell you something. It is raining on the outside, and the temperature is steadily dropping. Wow, is it winter, spring, summer, fall? We're living in Florida. Well, welcome to Sunshine's Corner today. I am your host, Sunshine, and I'm always here to bring you a conversation that's going to inform, going to inspire, and to certainly strengthen our community. And today, I am honored to have and to welcome Mr. Charles Thornton. He is the Republican host of the Thornton Review. He's known for his speaking on the issues that impact families, opportunities, and community development. It's all across Escambia County. And I've got to say, we're going to talk today. It's going to be about leadership. It's going to be about civic engagement and how media voices can help open doors for people throughout our community. You don't want to miss this conversation because it's going to be an open conversation right here on Blab TV, where the real conversations happen, where they really go into say what you need to say in a conversation, and it begins right now. And let me say, welcome to you, Mr. Charles Thornton Sr.
Hello, Sunshine.
Hello.
I am so glad that you invited me to the show today.
Thank you.
It's a blessing to be here, and I want to congratulate you on your show and the things that you have done to enhance our community and the contributions you've made. And it's an honor for me to be on the Sunshine.
Listen to him.
It is. This is the Sunshine Show. I watch you. I followed you through radio,
right,
and all of it, and you just transition into this, and seemed like you didn't even have to do any training for TV.
No, I just said bloop.
I'm excited to be here this morning.
But thank you, Charles, for accepting that, because, and I want people to realize, Charles and I have known each other for a long time. I can hear him calling me on the radio. I can see him coming by the station. But it's a relationship that we have built over the years.
Over the years.
Yeah. And I think that's special. And I want to invite all of my friends who I know that's doing things that make a difference.
You blessed me. We had a reunion. Our band had a reunion a few years back. You was our MC, our special guest. You were the MC of the Soul Royals reunion.
And I didn't know you guys could sing so well. When you all got up there, I was amazed.
Well, yeah, just God is good.
All the time.
We started when we was young, but sometimes your voice gets better as you get older.
But and then the ladies, how you all blended, everybody dressed in their white, and they were this, and then when I had the opportunity to look over the crowd, you've got some heavy supporters here.
Well, I tell everybody this is my hometown, and it's now your hometown.
Exactly.
I grew up here, and Pensacola is a place that we love. That's why no matter where we stand and what's our views and opinion, at the end of the day, we're all trying to move Pensacola forward, make Pensacola better.
Exactly.
Because it's the mothership, it's the flagship.
Come on.
The sign on the marquee say Pensacola, Florida, Escambia County.
Hello.
and we always trying to enhance that.
That's right. Well, you know what? Even with your show, I go back and I watch your show. Yes, and it's a good show. It's information.
It really is. The Thornton Review is really an informational show. We have a lot of elected officials come on, politicians, and we have some individuals who wants to get elected, running for office. We have leaders in the community that comes on, folks, just very informational type. It could be a little boring, but it's
not boring.
It's information that we feel like
that's important to the community.
That's important to the community. You understanding how government works and the people who's making the daily decisions.
Exactly.
I tell folks all the time that they say, I don't want to get involved in politics. I say, one way or another, whether you get involved or not,
you're there.
It's going to control your life, so you might as well
get in it. That's
and
right.
Listen.
Now we're all about that, getting out there to vote, because if you want to talk, if they don't want to get in front of the camera, get behind that pen.
Yeah, just whatever your views, whatever your opinion, learn the issues, and no matter what side you fall on,
that's right.
You vote, and that's how you change things.
Uh-huh.
We can talk to each other, but the way to change things is actually once you talk to each other, say, okay, let's go vote.
That's right. When you vote now, that's how you speak loudest.
Let's go vote.
That's right. Can nobody take that away from you?
And that's a nonpartisan situation.
Exactly.
Let's go vote.
Exactly.
And when you vote, you take a little ownership.
No doubt. Listen at this now, Charles. As you are the host of your show, that's the Thornton Review.
Now here, I'm the chief executive officer, and not to be flamboyant or anything with that. And I've kind of turned the hosting duties over to a young lady by the name of...
Yeah, I've noticed she's done that a lot.
Purcell Snyder.
Right,
Siren.
right.
She's the host. She's the host most of the time. Every now and then, I'll get on and host a little bit.
Right.
But she's the
voice of it.
She's the voice. She's the sunshine.
Okay. She's the other sunshine.
The other sunshine. There would only be one sunshine.
You better know it.
She's Purcell.
That's right.
Put it like
but
that.
exactly. But with that, what I'm trying to say is, with your views, and I see that with the, so many political issues out there we talk about, what do you believe that the biggest challenge that we're facing right here with families in Escambia County?
In Escambia County, I think one of the largest challenge, and I deal sometime more on a national level, state level, but I think one of the challenge we have locally is coalescing around each other.
Exactly.
Coalescing around each other, supporting each other. And if we see a member of the community in a certain situation, not only can we depend on the government,
right.
challenge government to help us, but I think as individuals, when I was coming up, I grew up in poverty, but I really didn't know that I grew up in poverty.
Me neither. I didn't know it either.
Because if we didn't have something,
thank you.
You just go to the neighbor house.
And you, exactly.
and you'll get it. And certain things that families would do for each other. We saw if I was acting up,
lady down the street was gonna tear your butt up.
I would probably rather to get it at the house than to get it down the street.
Exactly.
And that's just coalescing around each other, taking care of each other, and that's not necessarily financial. You know, some sugar, some this, some
Come on, why do you think we lost that?
We can't even knock on each other's doors right now.
You got the door locked now. You're gonna peep through the hole before you open it. With things like that, Charles, because that's the way my family brought us up, mom and daddy. That's how we were brought up, and it was that connection there. And even though you said something that I often say, that we weren't rich, we didn't have it, we're poor people, but we felt like we were rich.
I didn't know I was poor.
I didn't know I was poor because of the fact that all the love that was there.
That's it. That's it. And back then it was the extended family.
Exactly.
I grew up. My father. I always tell the story. My father left me when I was about 2 years old.
Right.
2 years old, and my grandparents raised me, and of course my mama had to go to work. But I had such an awesome extended family.
Exactly.
My uncles.
Exactly.
My aunts. And people just, I never had a chance to really miss my father because the extended family stepped up.
That's right, and filled that spot.
And they took me places, and they done this and they done that. And so I was never in a position to use the excuse that I grew up without a father. Because I had a bunch of fathers,
you got that
uncles
right.
and mothers and aunts.
Of course.
And they showed me so much love. And the females and all, and my grandmama put me in the kitchen.
Come on now.
Granddaddy take me out in the garden.
You know how to cook?
I know how to cook. I'm a pretty good cook. Yeah,
all right,
I know how to cook. I love cooking. Cooking and mowing the lawn. That's therapy for me. And I get in the kitchen, I'm going to be there for a while, yeah.
But you see, those kind of values, I mean, and I say this all the time, sure, we've advanced, but I believe that the foundation of that is what kept us so close. But now, even to the point of just having that conversation that with the people down the street, you can't have it like you used to.
You can't have it.
I mean, like you got a gun pulled on you. If you do that, I'd be like, hey, you can keep that gun. I don't have to come if you don't want me to.
Yeah, you can't knock on nobody's door now
can't do that
and say, I ran out of sugar. Lord, they used to call it Lord. They didn't call it
Crisco.
Crisco or none of that.
That's right, the Lord.
Lord.
And they made it in the backyard. They did a big old pot.
Yeah, they may say you got into this and you got into that, and they would gladly give it to you. And it's no matter, your economics, it was important, but most of the stuff, a lot of it we grew.
Exactly.
In our own yard, and we just coalesce.
I agree.
And until you open the door and get to know your neighbors.
That's right.
Some neighbors don't even speak to each other. They've been staying next to each other 5-6 years. And the only time you see them is that peeping out the window.
Guilty.
And then they see you peeping, then they're
gonna pull that blind down because you won't be peeping no more.
Yeah, they go.
I mean, but those are the kind of things that we talk about every day that we try to get I think that we try to get, even though we're in 2026. There are things I believe that we did back in 1996 and 1986 would help us out today. If we could go back and just put that into what we're doing now and take the focus off you know what I mean?
Yeah, now, because what happened, we went through so much, our generation, that we wanted to make sure that our children and grandchildren was not able to go through the things that we went through.
Exactly.
And in the process of shielding them from that,
right, we
forgot to fill the void of the educational piece, the hardship piece. We came through it, and if we came through it, we wanted to make their life a little bit easier. And in the process of making their life easier, I think sometimes we made them more dependent.
I think so too.
And they left the house.
I think so too.
Being taken care of.
Exactly.
And the street and the world is not going to.
It's not going to take care of you. They'll drop you in a minute.
Yeah, and if you go out there, you don't have any home skills. You don't have this.
You can't do it.
You don't have any more. You have to have challenges within your house. There need to be some growing pains.
I think so too.
Within the house. I don't mean disputes and things like that, but you need to know what a challenge is before you leave the house.
Most certainly.
And you can't just be shielded from the world and then go out into the world.
Exactly. I want to be grown in this area, but I want to come back for mama for this. Don't work that way.
Yeah, you end up thinking like the world owes you something.
That's right. You got that right. That's true.
The world don't owe you.
You joined the military, didn't you?
Yeah, it's ironic you asked that. I did. I joined the military. I 2 years in the Marine Corps. I was at Camp Lejeune, Paris Island, Camp Lejeune, med crews and all that stuff. And then I kind of got out after that and joined the Army National Guard. And I did 3 years Army National Guard. I was what you call a 36 Charlie. I was a machine gunner and a mortarman in the Marine Corps. And 36 Charlie, Army National Guard, when it was on Gregory. And they probably went to the woods as much as the Marine Corps. And so then I joined the Air Force Reserve, and spent 19 years there. I total 24 years, and retired an Air Force Master Sergeant, Desert Storm, combat veteran.
I know this.
Ribbons, decoration. I'll show you my ribbons one day.
I
have all these awards and decorations. A lot of people don't know that, but I do. I've been in combat and all that stuff. So
well, see, I brought that up because that's something else I think that if we can get our young people to look at. That join the military.
Yeah.
Become more disciplined.
It is. It really does, because I couldn't get the type of job that I wanted to get.
Right.
And my family did not want me to join the military. And I grew up in the house, in the kitchen, and this and that.
Right.
And so what I done, I left Pensacola in 1974, and I went to Montgomery, and they did not know I had left, because they wanted me to stay there. And I wanted to join the toughest one in the Marines. So I joined the Marines, and I called home, and I never went back home until after boot camp. Because if I would have told them I was going to join the military, at that time they probably would have tried to talk me out of it.
I got you. So you did what you had to do so you could do that. Yeah. But look at it today. Aren't you glad that you did? I mean, I'm sure your family members are glad.
I'm glad I did, and they're glad.
Of course.
And then once I joined the Marines, they were proud of me after that. But they just, some people say you join because for this, that, and the other. And I joined it because I didn't have a job.
Right.
And then I stayed because I had to continuously take care of my family.
Absolutely.
And I got my education. I used the GI Bill. And all.
Absolutely.
And,
so it was there to be used. You did what you had to do to make it better for Charles Thornton Sr.
Yeah. Without the military, and I'm a veteran. Even today, at my age, I receive a lot of benefits from it.
Okay.
Even now.
That's a good thing.
even now.
I mean, but look at this, y'all. Many people say that when it comes to when you feel like politics today, and even with things like I want to look at it from the perspective of what we do and how we can help our community leaders, how we can, with us being the voices that are out there, even though you may be behind the scenes more so now, even though you may be Republican, I may be Democrat, it could be whatever somebody chooses to do. The question I'm asking now, and even as independents, we go to the same table trying to solve the problems that we all have.
Yeah. We have a destination.
Right.
No matter what's the party.
Right.
That you're trying to do and move your community in the right direction.
Right.
There is no a right way, there's no wrong way. And so what we have to do a lot of time is find the gray area, coalesce around that particular gray area,
right,
where we can work together.
Exactly.
And we can come together, because within the community, there are different visions.
Of course.
And one way you do that is you get out and vote and participate in the process, because it doesn't matter when politicians and leaders look at the voter roll, they're going to look at your voting record and see whether you're an A+ voter, this type of voter. And believe it or not, we keep a track record. If you don't vote, eventually you'll get kicked off the roll, and if you vote every now and then, it'll show that you vote
exactly
every now and then. And we just have to, and as far as leadership, you cannot be afraid of failure.
Right.
Because even when you fail, you succeed, because you even learn something out of failure.
Out of your failure.
Because you learn that, well, the next time I do it, I won't do this, I'll take away that.
Right.
Maybe some people say, well, God called me to do something. And I tell a person all the time, I say to individuals, be careful when you say God called you, because if you were called by God, God is going to give you the things you need to make it happen. Now, and we have to work within our own calling. All of us have a calling, we all have a destiny. And what we fail at sometimes is the things that we're good at, the things that He called us to do. We don't want to do that, because that may take a little extra work. You say, God, I know you want me to move this mountain.
But help me get up there. I mean, but you know, these are the things that we encounter every single day. But I think what I'm trying to derive at is the fact that it doesn't matter, I think, what party you may be under. We're all under, we see what's happening. So we've got to work to figure it out.
We got to work to figure it out, because I tell, like right now, there's an issue with some of the things that are going on in Iran, and there's some situations going on with ICE and Homeland Security. And of course, as a Republican, I can articulate, I'm the vice chair of the party. People come up to me and I say, you didn't expect me to say anything different, did you? I say, I'm a Republican.
Right.
We have our belief in the way that we feel that we should do things, but I say to the Democrats all the time, and independents, if you want to lead the way, get your folks out, you vote. We got a midterm coming up. We got this coming up.
Yes, coming up soon.
We have this coming up, and then lead. But we're not going to let you tell us what we ought to do and what we should do and how to do it.
And I think that refers back to both sides. We got to take a break. Hold on, Charles. We got to take a break. When we take a break, we're going to come back, because I have a question I want to go with him about, because even with the things that he named off, what party you may be under, still there has to be a resolution. We'll be back talking more with Mr. Charles Thornton Sr. right here on Sunshine's Corner.
For 75 years, we've been caring for families, creating jobs, and working to build a healthier community. This is your home, and ours too. We're honored to be the trusted partner in your care. Baptist Healthcare, here for you then, now, and always.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
I'm Kathy Holsworth, Artistic Director at Pensacola Little Theater. Join me on the first Monday of every month at 7 p.m. for the Center Stage, where me and my artistic friends talk about all things on the stage and at the Clark Family Cultural Center. Join us, won't you?
Hi, I'm David Apple. I own the Apple Market here in Pensacola on Scenic Highway. We've been in Pensacola since 1996. I've been advertising on Blab now for 15 years. I was a tough sell. Didn't really think that this form of advertising was going to be right for us. But as it turned out, it's probably been the most effective thing that we've ever done. Rarely a week goes by that we don't encounter someone who say, hey, I just saw your show, it was great. I'm David Apple, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town on this cool Thursday. We're talking with Mr. Charles Thornton Sr. He is one, well, I'll say he's not, but he's kind of stepped back. He's one putting it together with the Thornton Review. But we're talking about things that I feel like we should be able to talk about. If I invite you to my table, I don't want you to come to my table and feel like you're not there. I want you to come to my table and feel like, okay, she invited me, so I should be just as comfortable as ever. Because I think that I don't care what party you're from, if we're not able to talk about whatever the issues are, then I think we got a problem.
We do have a problem.
If we're not able to sit there and I listen to you, you listen to me, then we got a problem. Because I believe that conversation and speaking and talking and educating each other, you can say, that's something to think about. You might say something, maybe I need to think about it that way. But with the issues that are going on, it don't just affect me, it affects everybody. So that we've got to come to a reasonable median so things can be more comfortable for everybody.
That's it. It makes good sense. I want to say one thing about the Thornton Review.
Right.
It's something that I started back in 2014, probably around 2014, and it was one of the first podcasts.
Right. Exactly.
That aired, and I had Alex Gavin was my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Alex was a producer, and we ran that.
I miss him.
We ran it for a long time, and in 2007 I left and went to Germany and spent 6 years in Germany.
Okay.
Working for the Army as a civilian, and when I came back, I started it back up.
Okay.
And here recently started it back up. So it was. I feel like.
I didn't know he was working with you.
Yeah, it was a call, just like your calling. I've been following you for a long time, and one thing you do, you try to operate within your calling. You don't quit. You may take a break,
right?
And that's what we do, and that's what those in the community have to do. We have to find out what is it that God has called us to do.
That's right.
Now I want to know, if you're going to find out what He called you to do, you got to develop a relationship with Him.
Say it again. I was just talking about that yesterday. You got to have that.
Because you got to make sure that that's God talking to you.
That's right.
And if He called you to do it, it's not going to be. It may not be easy, but He's going to give you what you need.
The tools to get you through it.
He's going to give you the tools for you to do it, and don't give up. The main thing is that if you've called to do it, and sometimes you have to surround yourself with good people.
Always.
And sometimes you have to get rid of some people. So
Yes, Lordy.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of addition and subtraction in order to achieve
Exactly.
the goal.
I agree.
In every organization or in every endeavor that I tell people this all the time. I say I like to surround myself with people that are smarter than I am.
Exactly.
Most of the time, I'm probably the least knowledge one. I'm the C student, but I have a lot of A's and B's.
That's what you have to do. You have to be around the people.
Me.
I often tell young people that.
And I let them do the things that they do. And if God gives me a gift or something, idea, as long as they operate within that particular framework,
right?
You make sure you surround yourself
with people that are smart.
People.
I agree. Because if I'm the smartest one in the room, what can I get? Nothing.
Don't be intimidated to surround yourself with smart folks.
That's right. Some people are, though. Some people are. Listen at this, Charles. I want you to look beyond politics and broadcasting, because you've been doing this for a long time. What life experience shaped the conviction you stand on today? The conviction, everything that you talk about, what is it that caused you in your life to come to the point? Look beyond the broadcasting, look beyond all of that, brought Charles to where he is today. What is it, the conviction you stand on today?
I stand on the conviction that when I was coming up, I spent a lot of time in the kitchen, in the house. I spent some time in the yard with my grandfather, but most of the time Grandma kept me in the house and this and that. And so when I was going to school, I was young. This is like elementary and middle school. The kids used to mess with me because I had to go to church all the time.
Right.
So the boys in the neighborhoods, there wasn't no shooting or nothing, but they'll catch you and throw a rock at you and hold in your head. Or they'll fight you.
Right.
But I had a neighborhood. I grew up in what you call the aviation field, right up there by the J. Bud Hall Center. And that was guys in that neighborhood. They was considered the bad boys at that time. They took care of me. Those guys, the so-called bad boys, and some of them have gone on to glory and this and that, but they wouldn't let nobody, and we was kind of like that all over town, bother me. And I made a commitment to myself that when I grew older, I was going to either be a voice for them or be a voice for their children who didn't, because I was taken care of. I just did not get here. My neighborhood took care of me because there was kids in the neighborhood that would come after me. Right. But there was voices and folks actually took care of me.
The community.
And the community took care of me. So the Lord blessed me and gave me the wisdom and stuff. So, and that's how I try to give back, because none of us got to where we are without somebody
you didn't get there by yourself.
Looking out for you. And you don't only owe it to yourself, but you owe it to those folks. You know who they are. I would say everybody out there, somebody, and what you want to do, if Lord bless you, be a blessing to those individuals or to their children. And that's enough right there. Find something that's bigger than you.
If you could speak directly to young people today, Lord, we got some young people out, young people ain't like it was when we grew up, in the community, who feel that their voices are not heard. If they feel that they are not represented, should I say, what is it that you would say to the young people today with their voices, how they can make a difference? What would you say to young people to use their voices to make a difference?
What I would say, I'm a big fan of Stephen Covey, and he has a book, 7 Habits. One of his quotes was, "Seek first to understand, then to be understood." That's for the adults. And another thing I can say to adults is that when the young people talk, don't just time they start talking, shut them out, even if you don't like what they're saying. We as adults going to have to learn to listen.
Right.
God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Some things we transfer to young people that we need to hold a mirror up and reflect back on that. I think, and we got to be able to help each other. I may not be able to do anything with someone in my life, some young person or something like that, and they may be able to listen to someone else.
Right.
But I want to say to the young person, try to think long term. That's the problem young people have. They can't look past the weekend. They can't look at the life way ahead of time. And when we deal with young people, we got to take steps, you know, short term, mid term, long term, and young people are just going to have to work. We have to put them in a position that they understand the value of work.
Right.
And we teach them how to win. We always teach winning. You got to win, but you don't always win in life. Sometimes you break even, and sometimes you even lose in life. But like I said earlier, when you lose, you don't lose. You're still gaining. You still gain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter what you do, and young people are just going to have to listen to adults that tried and true in the right environment. And when we talk about young people, young folks, we're going to have to sometime invite that same group that we're talking about, get one or two of those, penetrate that group, and invite them to the table so they can hear us talking about them.
Right.
We can talk about them and how we're going to help them, but if they are not there, we can have a conference committee, we're going to do this and that. Then when we leave, young folks, we just talk to each other.
So you think we're missing out by including them in a lot of things to get them, to teach them the way?
Go to that element, yeah, because what we normally do, we look at the high achievers. And we need those high achievers because those are future leaders. But we're going to also have to go sometime and get the non-high achievers.
Now, I agree with that.
Even if that's a captive, even if you have to get them there in a position of a captive audience, they need to hear some of the things that we're doing to try to help them collectively, the community as a whole. Maybe invite them to some of the things that we are doing. The so-called bad, because you look at everybody has some good in them.
Always.
No matter how bad or whatever. You know, and we can't just judge that. But we're going to have to actually reach them. And
I agree with that 100%. Yeah. I agree with that 100% because sometimes we look over because that person over here is not as a high achiever as this person, but we could be leaving behind a greater force than we ever thought. Now, I agree with that 100%, that we got to make sure that we reach them all. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes we shine the light on those who are doing this out front, but we forget about those and what it makes those feel that's behind. So we got to make sure that they are inclusive. Great points, Charles Thornton. We're going to be back with more. We've got to take another break, but we'll be back with more. If you want to be a part of this conversation, 850-432-7768. That's the number you can call or text right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Get a fresh cut and a fresh start at AHW Barber Academy. We focus on growth. Join us at 3822 North 9th Avenue, Pensacola for a top-notch $6 haircut while supporting aspiring barbers. Our students learn in a real-world setting, guided by experienced professionals to become licensed barbers. Need a cut or a new career? Visit AHW Barber Academy or call 850-692-9298.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. We're having a great conversation today with Mr. Charles Thornton. And I tell you, Charles, there are a lot of things you see, and I'm bringing these points out because it doesn't matter what umbrella you're under. We're looking for the same, we're trying to get the same win. That is for our community to be the best that it can be.
That's what we want.
That's what we want, that it can be the best that it can be. Now, when it comes to, at the end of the day, I want you to really hear where I'm going. When we turn the cameras off, all the politics, they fade away. You'll go on this one. What kind of legacy do you hope that your voice leaves in this community? Forget the camera, forget Sonshine's Corner, forget the Thornton Review. What type legacy does Charles Thornton want to leave right here for the community?
The legacy I want to leave is that I may not have agreed with him 100% of the time, but his heart was in the right place. He loved his community, and he tried to do the right thing to help his community.
Right.
Because God has been good to me, and I owe it to myself. And sometimes I want the legacy to be that I tried. I really tried. Even now, I won't tell you how old I am and how old I'll be April 11th.
Oh, your birthday's next month?
I have an April 11th. I'll be 74 years old. April 11th, I'll be 74. I'm 73 right now. Yeah, and I could sit home on the in my rocking chair, but sometimes people say, you old guys need to go somewhere and sit down. I said, I want to sit down, but every time I go to sit down, all the chairs are filled up. I can't find an empty chair back there because everybody else is sitting down. So as soon as I find somebody that's going to get up,
that's good.
So I can sit down.
That's good. You know, I don't believe it. I mean, I think that's really good. I can't sit down because the chair's already filled. There are too many people sitting down. So let me continue to do my work. I mean, but I believe that too, because I don't think that nobody should just stop. If there's something that you're doing, continue to do it. I think age is just a number. Keep going.
Yeah.
God blessing you.
And that's my legacy. And that's one of the things that we in our community have to do. If God give us an idea, a lot of time we have to have buy-in. We can't become selfish with that particular idea.
Exactly.
We have to surround ourselves, here again.
I agree.
Because we all have different gifts. And until we are in a place where we can all put our gifts, most of the time you go to the table, everybody want the other person's gift. And somebody's trying to put it together, but God gave this person the idea, and you telling them how to do what he called. Now he called you to do this and me to do that, but and the next thing you know, somebody get mad because they don't want to operate in their gift. They want to operate in your gift. And like I say, look at Charles. Charles just an average person. He's the C student.
Keep saying that. He's the C student. Somebody had called, but I guess I see the. Let me make sure that if somebody called, but something happened. Call back 850-432-7768. But Charles, what you're saying is truth, and because of the legacy, I think that what we all lead. I mean, you made a point there. I got the idea, or God gave me this, but you want to take it and make it yours, but you don't know what the idea is, where it's going to.
Because He didn't give it.
He didn't give it to you.
He gave us all something, and that's how we make our community better. And if we do that, we can build economically in all kinds of ways within our community. And we have to learn to trust each other. And when we start building and surrounding ourselves, we have to operate in a way that we can be trusted.
Right. Amen.
Trust, and trust each other. And if you're going to be a part of something, don't backstab.
Amen.
Because you don't have your way.
Thank you.
Either you come in, you make a contribution. If it's not for you, you just step aside and don't go out and try to destroy and destruct.
That happens so much.
Yeah. Don't go badmouth something just because it's not right for you.
And do you? I mean, with you, and I see that obviously we run into the same kind of problem because you're talking the same things that I talk, or the same things that I deal with. It's the fact that when you're leaving a legacy, you don't want your legacy to see, no, that person, they always did that, or they wouldn't do that. You have stepped out and you're leaving a legacy, be it whatever it is that you chose the umbrella to be up under.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That your legacy is your work.
Yes.
It's a body.
That's right.
Of work.
That's right.
And what I'm committed to every year, I don't want to have to go back and say, well, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, or when I was in high school or college, I done this. I want each year to count.
Come on.
I began that year. Hopefully I made an impact the prior year, but this is a brand new year with new things, and my goals and stuff is to do something, keep working, do something different this year, so I don't have to say, man, 5 years ago, boy,
Amen,
we were there. 10 years ago.
Same thing.
You just keep working because work, a lot of work is more of a mental thing.
I agree.
And you pray over it. But yeah, that's my legacy, that he was always trying to do something. So if they say I was trying, I know I was doing it.
Hello. Okay, now you say that I have a call. I don't see anything red on the phone. They said they have a call, but I don't.
Okay.
And I don't hear anything. Let's see here. Okay, now there they are. They're there now. Good morning.
Good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Charles. This is Matt calling in, and I have a question for you. My first question is, are you aware that some time ago, the president, during the last census, he wanted to put a citizenship question on the census, and that was refused. And now we got this Save American thing in the Congress now.
Okay.
And I myself believe, I just don't believe we have a whole lot of voting fraud in these United States. I don't believe it, and I don't believe we have dead people's voting. But now I do believe we have people's voting twice, because that showed up in the newspaper not too long ago, where these people moved from one state to another one, and they voted in both states, and nobody said nothing about it. But Charles, you look so good in that blue tie, and also you, Sunshine. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's my. Oh, one more thing now, Charles. We live in the best country in the world. I don't believe we could live in any other country. Oh, I forgot. Charles, you and I both used to, when I still get our haircut at the man on Jackson in East Street.
It's my Eddie. That was Eddie.
I heard that was Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie.
Okay, folks, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And he was talking about the SAVE Act, which is a voting act, and right now the Congress is having some issues trying to push it over the line. But I believe in election integrity. That takes it into a whole nother field. I'm a supporter of the SAVE Act, and there are probably some folks who's not, because I believe that it's not that hard to get a driver's license. It's not that hard to get whatever, and even homeless people have ID.
Yeah, you got
now,
you have to have it.
So I don't see anything wrong. Yeah, I got to have ID for everything else. So
exactly.
I'm a supporter of the SAVE Act.
When it comes down to Charles and what Charles does, when Charles goes out and he sees everything that's happening, the difference in the things that we see, what is it that causes Charles? No, let me rephrase this. What caused Charles to go, I'm going to be transparent with you now.
Okay.
Republican.
Go Republican? Because I understand that the history of the country, and I'm a big history buff. We can go all the way back, and the Republican Party was the original party, and we went through a whole lot of things with that, and I know during the 1940s, Jerome Sturman and some Dixiecrat started making some moves and change, and it was I know Franklin Roosevelt and all changed the party. I believe that prior to the 1964 Civil Rights Act, which we needed it bad. Martin Luther King and everybody fought for that. We had a lot of Republicans, and I think that what happened at that particular time, I think our fight was not necessarily to be handed out stuff. We needed certain things to get us to where we needed to get. But what we took out of that, what the Democrats took out of that when they passed a lot of that stuff, they took out our drive. A lot of our drive to succeed was taken out. And one of the analogy, this is my analogy. I can give it. Go ahead. You had one.
No, go ahead. I know somebody was calling.
Okay, I just think that we have continuously. My mother and my uncles and all was Democrat, and Democrats just say give us 4 more years, and the Republican it's more of an economic thing. This is an analogy that I use. Then you have a magazine called Emerge. Somebody take you're drowning, right? You're drowning, and somebody throw you a life jacket to save you. Now the Republican throw it to you. You got to stroke and move about 2 or 3 feet to get to that life raft. But when you get to that life raft jacket, you can pull yourself out because it's solid. Now the Democrats gonna throw it to you, and they're gonna put that thing right in your hand where you at out there. But when you grab it, it ain't tied to nothing, so you're gonna drown anyway.
Why do you have such a negative thing on this? Why is it today that it's everything Democrat? Why is it that all the things that, okay, we got a call. Why is it that we see what's happening, but there's a label to it, and we just won't own up and say what the true thing is because we see it? Hold on. Is it on Park 10, baby? Oh, 10. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine.
Hello there, Kingdom Walker.
Brother Charles.
Yes, sir.
Brother Porter, Brother Mac just called in.
Yes.
He was talking about the Save America Act. You know, that's an example that there's good and bad in both parties.
Yep.
And there's something for everybody if we become informed. When I came to Pensacola from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba in 1995, you were one of the first people that I was introduced to. And from day one, it's been iron sharpening iron. When you and I talked together, Brother Thornton, you told me a long time ago you were looking long term. And when you said that, it was a part of being a part of the Republican Party. And you told me personally, you have to work from the inside. And you've been in the inside and you've been working to be able to help everybody utilize the opportunities that are made available from both parties.
Yep.
The Thornton Review is a true source of information that can help Pensacola and our whole nation. So keep doing what you're doing, Charles. Pensacola is a place now of what? Constant and continuous growth. We all see that.
That's right. That's right.
I really appreciate it. I remember you.
Wait, Charles, I'm not through. I'm not through. You are a part of that change, and you are a change agent for our community. So keep changing, Charles, and the Lord will continue to keep you out of the rocking chair that has that Bible sitting beside you.
And I want to ask you one question before you leave. I got one question for you. How's Gladys doing?
She's blessed, man, and dealing with the rest, and that's me.
Come on now.
Oh, Lord, give her a hug for me.
I will. When I was in your house, Charles, I walked in there. The first thing I saw was that lounge chair, that rocking chair that you got, and it's got a Bible sitting beside it.
Come on now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, keep letting the Lord use you, Charles, and bless you the way He's blessing you this morning on Sonshine's Corner.
That's right. Thank you, my friend.
I love you. I love you.
God bless both of y'all.
All right, thank you. I tell you, everybody, that's my good friend, Kingdom Walker. And of course, as you know, Charles and I are good friends as well. We got to take another break, Charles. We're coming back and talk more because it is really a conversation today. And what the point that I see everybody's making that we all got to go both ways. Just make a difference, but we got to do it to really to help the community. We'll be back with more right here on Sonshine's Corner.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola.
I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quince Dieter, and I am Blab TV.
Myself.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. I gotta say, I was just telling Charles, if when you're having a great conversation, the time just ticks so fast. But I mean, I had 2 or 3 pages things I wanted to talk about. I didn't get through the first one yet. But the point of it is, we're talking because of the fact, I'll say this till I can't say it anymore. It doesn't matter what umbrella you're under. Go from the heart.
From the heart.
Do what's right for the community, so we can help those that can't help themselves. To help those, don't sit in that rocking chair.
That's it.
Don't fear that chair.
Well,
stay moving.
I got the chair on the front porch. It's on the front porch.
I mean, but the fact of it is, everybody that's called, they know you and they know Charles.
Yeah.
They know what Charles is all about. And I think that Charles knows that people know him. And I mean, even back with we had, golly, down to 3 minutes. She said, hurry up. But listen to this. I want to say to you, Charles, first of all, thank you for accepting my invitation. Continue to do what you do because I watch your show as well. I follow you. And I think that we are 2 people that's in the community that's doing things that only try to make it better.
We really are. And I want to say to the public, if you want to watch the Thornton Review, you can catch us on YouTube, the Thornton Review on YouTube. You can catch us on Vimeo. You can catch us on Facebook. We try. You can catch us on WBQP. We share all our shows with Vernon, and but right now, Sonshine, this is your show, and you have been a blessing to this community. That's how I kept up with Roma H.K. Matthews, John Powell, and you have so many wonderful guests, and this is a perfect fit in the job.
Thank you, Charles.
It is. It just.
Thank you.
I followed you over at
radio,
in radio, and we are so proud of you. God give each and every one of us.
I was gonna say He gave us that's right. He gave us a job and a talent.
He gave us all a job, a talent, and a calling.
That's right.
And what we have to do is don't shy away from it. Pray and surround yourself with the right people. Don't listen to somebody trying to tell you what to do.
That's right.
And they haven't done anything.
Say it again. Ooh, Lord, yes.
Make sure that you don't take advice from an empty vessel, and that's not a negative.
That's a positive.
But if somebody want to tell you how to do something, ask them to show you their body.
Let me see what you've done. Exactly.
Let me see what you've done.
Oh, Charles, thank you so much. Look, it's been fun, and I said we got to do this again because of the fact that I appreciate you, and I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate that. As long as I've known him, he's been Charles. I mean, I don't care what. I'm gonna get that big old smile. I don't care what. I'm gonna get that big smile, and I'm gonna get a hug.
That's because I love you.
I love you too, Charles. I really do. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. What I try to tell you every single day is the fact that do not cross off something. Keep yourself in the company of good people. Good people on your side. You know what I'm saying? Always don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Have somebody else a little bit smarter than you. I thank you, Charles, for all that you do and continue to do what you're doing in our community. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here. I tell you, it's been a wonderful day. Raining on the outside, but you got sunshine right here with you. I want to leave you as I do every single day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first, I guarantee you'll be a total success. So until tomorrow, for another day of sunshine, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Go out and tell somebody that you love them and mean it. Until tomorrow, bye for now. Thank you, Charles.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.